Now, there are an estimated 42,000 people living with early onset dementia in the UK, including my next guest. 5 years ago, Wendy Mitchell was diagnosed with dementia, aged just 58, and she's now written a book to help others living with the condition, which has won praise from stars like Emma Thompson and Julianne Moore. And Wendy joins us now alongside her daughter, Sarah. Hello, good morning. It's so great to see you, Wendy. I genuinely feel like I really know you, having read the book now. And the book, I think, will just resonate with everyone, and it's the most honest account for me of what life is like before dementia diagnosis and what life becomes after it.
That's right, yeah.
Did it help for you in some way to start to write things down and to kind of chronicle what your thoughts were at that point?
Absolutely, because if I don't write things down, then I forget. So I forget all the wonderful things I've done. So, for instance, tomorrow I will have forgotten about today, except I'll remember how I felt.
So it's the feelings of sitting in the studio today, maybe the nerves of being on television, that's what stays with you.
We never lose our emotions, so I always remember those, but I'll forget the detail.
Yeah, and so the process of writing the book, how did that work?
Oh, my goodness, well, I can't use the phone anymore. And Anna Wootton, who I wrote the book with, she lives at the other end of the country. So we wrote the whole book via WhatsApp and email. So emojis took on a whole new meaning for me.
Of course, it gets a point across.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Absolutely, it's the modern day way of speaking.
Yeah.
There are so many moments in the book that really just got to me. You speak about your memory room.
Yeah.
And I think that's so special. It has your little baby shoes, and your other daughter as well, of course, Gemma, who's not here. But the shoes sitting in the room, and these are happy thoughts and memories, photographs, things that just bring you back to those moments.
That's right. Whenever I'm feeling anxious or whenever dementia takes hold of me, then I can just go and sit in there and I instantly feel calm because I'm surrounded by all the people that I love and all the places that I love. And I always think everybody should have a tiny corner of their house that has photographs of smiling faces and places, because then you can instantly feel happy.
Yeah, of course. And the book, as much as it is about this terrible sort of struggle that a lot of people will completely understand, Wendy, and living with it, but you are incredibly positive, and it's a real testament to what your character is, actually, because nothing's going to beat you.
Well, no, I'm very lucky that I'm a glass half full person. I always have been. So I always try and see a positive because that's what helps me cope.
Of course, of course. And Sarah, I mean, as I say, the book is just fantastic, but I'm guessing it's not an easy read for you.
No, it was very surreal reading the memoir of a parent. And obviously it's been absolutely amazing what Mum's achieved, but it's bittersweet because there are struggles, you know, with supporting somebody with dementia, and I think the most important thing for me is not to try and jump in and do things for Mum to help support her to remain independent. And that's a difficult balance to achieve at times.
No, of course, but you're a very practical person, so that comes across in the book, actually, that you're there to try and solve problems as best you can. It's in your nature, and that works for you, obviously, as well, Wendy. But we spoke earlier there about this book has opened all of these doors, these incredible doors. I mean, Emma Thompson wrote the most beautiful note to you.
Yeah.
Having read the book, it obviously really struck a chord with her. Julianne Moore, of course, who off the back of the movie, Still Alice, and when you watch the movie and you talk about it in the book that you made notes during it, and you think she pretty much nailed how you felt.
She nailed it in her eyes, because I often say I can tell if someone has dementia through their eyes, because we're concentrating so much that our eyes are doing the thinking, and she got the visual mood just right in Still Alice.
And you have been helping on the latest very emotional story. We saw a clip earlier on Casualty.
Yeah.
The character there, Duffy, of course, who admitted to her colleagues that she was living with dementia.
Because it's such a powerful storyline and such a, you know, a big programme to get it wrong, that they had to get it right.
Absolutely, and they've done that because of you. What really does come across in this is that you truly believe that there is a life still to be lived. And I think a lot of people, and I'm sure family members as well, so you get this diagnosis and you think, oh no, what now? What is the next step? But you're very much an advocate of that.
I am. Whenever people hear the word dementia, they think of the end, the end stages, and they forget that there's a beginning and a middle and so much life still to be lived. And albeit differently, because there's no getting away that it's a bummer of a diagnosis, but there's still so much you can do. And forget all the stuff you can't do, because you've no control over that. So just concentrate on what you can do and enjoy life.
Wendy, it is remarkable as you are, and thank you so much as well, Sarah, for coming in as well. It really is such a powerful, brilliant book. Everyone needs to read it. And Wendy's book, Somebody I Used to Know, is out now.